Good afternoon, students. Today I am going to continue some unleft portion of chapter sound. Okay. Now, in the last class, we had discussed about the ultrasound. Okay. Now again I am repeating that nowadays ultrasound is used to diagnose the internal body parts, especially the liver, the kidney, the gallbladder, and all the generally the digestive system as well as the reproductive system. Okay. Second, it is also used to study the growth of the fetus, means the developing baby inside the mother's womb. Okay. Now see in this diagram, the doctor is monitoring the mother's womb, means how the baby is growing, whether it is moving or not moving. In this way it is done. Okay. Third, it is also used for treatment of some muscular pain and disease called arthritis. Okay, in which there is inflammation of the joints. And last, it is used to measure the depth of the sea. Actually, it is not possible to measure the depth of the sea. It is not possible for a person to take some rope or to take something to measure the depth of the sea. Okay, so by using the ultrasound, we can measure the depth of the sea. Also, if there is any accident in the sea, suppose Titanic, just like Titanic, or if there is any underwater objects, or if there is any misfortune of submarines, or if we have to locate the sea fish, soul of the fish, then we have to use the ultrasound waves. So this thing you will learn in class 9 in physics. Okay, but now you should know the use of this medical science in to investigate the inside of the human body, especially the digestive system and the reproductive system. Okay, now today we'll discuss about the noise and music. Okay, noise and music, if you can easily understand that if there is no teacher in the class, then obviously music will not produced. At that time noise will produce. If there is a traffic jam, then also noise will produce, not music will produce. So any unpleasant sound around us is called the noise, especially the traffic jam, horn of the vehicles, bursting of the crackers. If there is no teacher in the class, then noise will produce. And this is the graph of the noise. Okay, see the vibration of the sound waves. Okay, bursting of the crackers, barking of the dogs, or any unpleasant sound which is not good for us, which is not pleasant to our ear, is called the noise. And music is the sound which is coming from any musical instrument, okay, which is pleasant to hear, is called the music. So the sound which is coming from any musical instrument and which is pleasant to our ears, so this is called the music. Now see the graph of the music. Okay, this is the graph of the music. Now if a musical sound becomes too loud, okay, suppose you increase the volume of the sound, then what would become? Then it would also become a noise. Okay, see I am underlining here in my book. If however a musical sound becomes too loud, it would become a noise. So whenever you hear the sound of any musical system, the sound must be low. You should not increase the volume. Okay, so what is the difference between noise and music? Noise is unpleasant to our ears and it is generally produced if there is any traffic jam, if there is a bursting of cracker, if suddenly there is a shattering of the glass, if there is no teacher in the class, or if you visit to any market, okay, daily market, then there will be a noise. Okay, not a music. And music is the sound which is produced by any musical instrument and which is pleasant to ear. Sometime if the noise is more, then automatically we close our ears. Okay, now I am focusing on some musical instruments. See here, this is called flute. In Hindi it is called bansuri. Okay, this is called mridangam. Okay, that is in Hindi it is called dhol. This is called manjara. In Hindi we call as kartal. And this is jal tarang. Okay, see, now in jal tarang 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, there are 7 glasses. It can be made up of the glass or of the steel, but see, the volume of the water is different. Okay, see here there is more volume of water, then less, then less, then less, then less. Now see, they are all made up of the same metal, either glass or steel, but the volume of the water different. That's why different sound is coming. Okay, that's why it is called jal tarang, means the sound is producing with the help of the water. So you can do this activity in your home. You need not to take a 7 cups, you can take a 5 cups also, or 5 glass also. Then you fill up some water and you can do like this. Okay, take 2 stick and you can produce the sound, and you'll observe that this sound, the sound produced by the first will differ by the second, last. Again, the sound produced by the second will differ by this thing. Okay, because the volume of the water is different for different cups or different glass. Okay, now last topic today, and today is the last class of physics, because I finished the syllabus, and next Friday I will have a class with you with the Google Meet. Okay, now one thing I want to tell you, that I will allow only those students who will enter by their name only. I will not entertain any other names. Okay, I have heard that 2 boys are disturbing in the class. Okay, so I will not allow them. So in the next class of physics, as well as of the only physics. Okay, so you will enter by your name only. I will not allow any student who will not enter by their names. Okay, so next class of physics will be through the Google Meet. Now noise pollution. Now the presence of loud, unwanted and disturbing sound in our environment is called the noise pollution. Okay, suppose if you are watching a film, or if you are playing some musical instrument, then it is not a noise pollution. Okay, so noise pollution will be produced when there are loud and unnecessary sounds are there in large amount. Okay, so when sounds are loud and unnecessary sounds are there, and the presence of loud, unwanted, unnecessary, disturbing sounds in our environment is there, at that time it is called the noise pollution. So example are the motor vehicles, okay, running on the road causes noise pollution, blowing horns and sound of their engines, number 1. Number 2, the bursting of the crackers suddenly on religious or social festivals. Then the sound producing from the industries, machines. Then the takeoff and landing of the aeroplane produces noise pollution. The playing of the loudspeaker and band at marriage and other at a house sound is causes the noise pollution, and the construction of the building causes also noise pollution. So these are the things which causes the noise pollution. Again I am repeating, the sound coming from the vehicles, especially their engine and their horns. Second, the bursting of the crackers on social and religious occasions. Third, the sound producing from the machines of the factories. Fourth, the takeoff and landing and flying of the aeroplane. Now obviously if you hear the sound of the aeroplane or helicopter, you will close your ears, because it is causing noise pollution, and there is a high frequency waves is coming, so it is the ultrasounds waves. Okay, and the playing of the speakers, loudspeaker and band at marriages also causes little bit noise pollution, but it is for temporary period, so it cannot be called as the noise pollution. And the construction of the building, means when there is a dhalai, dhalai of the houses, at that time it is causing the pollution, because the entire machines you have seen, if there is a dhalai in your area, the big machine is rotating continuously, means for 8 hours or 6 hour or 10 hour, at that time noise pollution is there. Okay, now what are the measures to control the noise pollution? Okay, now see here some measures are written, how to measures to control the noise pollution, and here it is written harms of noise pollution. So first I will discuss the harms of the noise pollution. Now number 1 thing, that loud noise can cause a great harm to our ears. Okay, because it can damage the ears permanently and cause the deafness. Okay, so if you are habituated of hearing the loud noise continuously, then it can damage your ear, number 1. Number 2, you you could lose your concentration to your works. if you are reading or writing, and if continuous sound is coming from somewhere, okay, then you will lose the concentration to his work. Suppose I am explaining you, if any unwanted sound will come, then it is very difficult for me to explain you, okay. Now, loud noise can cause a disease called the high blood pressure. You are familiar with this type of disease, because every parent I can observe that is having either high blood pressure or sugar. Now, it is common for everyone. You can ask your mummy or papa that they are having high blood pressure or sugar, because it is a common disease in every household. Every person is having the sugar or pressure disease, okay. It is not a new thing, it is a common disease. And loud noise can causes irritation and headache. There is a pain in your head, at that time we have to take the amritanjan also, and it's called irritation, okay. And loud noise, if comes during the night time, it will disturbs your sleep. And if you don't sleep for 8 hour or 6 hour, then it is not good for your health. So sleep is very important, as food is important for us, as exercise is important for us, as refreshment is important for us, as playing is important for us. Similarly, sleep is very important, because when we sleep, then our body takes rest, and if our body get rest, then we can recharge ourselves for the next day work, okay. So these are the harms of the noise pollution. Now, measures to control the noise pollution. How we can control the noise pollution? Now, one thing I am saying you, it's a very frank thing. Whatever thing we read or learn in the book, it is not possible to implement in the real life, okay. Now, whatever measures are written here, I will explain you, but you will follow that. These are not followed by any people in the real life also, okay. Now, in India, it is written do not speed, okay, and we Indians are going and speed there. Some places it is written do not urinate, again we are going there and urinate, okay. So it is not possible to do this thing in the real life. Now, number one measure is that we should not play radio, stereo system and television too loudly. So whenever you hear the music system, television or any other thing, the sound must be very low, okay. Number one. Number two, the horns of the motorcycle we should not blow unnecessarily. Now, you are habituated in your area also, many young boys are driving their vehicles blowing unnecessarily horns, okay. So this create noise pollution, okay. And continuously there are some people who are continuously blowing the horn, I have heard, okay. So these are creating a noise pollution. Number third, bursting of cracker. Generally crackers are burst during some religious festivals, when there is a win of any match, when there is a Eid, or when there is a Diwali or any other occasion, or during marriage ceremonies, okay. So this also create a noise pollution, but you cannot control this thing. You cannot tell anyone that don't brush the cracker. They will say that I am buying the cracker from my own pocket, then why who are you to stop, okay. So these are the problems we are facing. I had some experience about this, okay. Now, the noise making factories and airports should be shifted from the residential area of the city. Now, here there is a airport in Andal and in Calcutta, Dum. Okay. Now, the people who are residing in the Andal or airport, they will have this type of problem. But where they will shift, they cannot be shifted to any other places. Okay. So they have to face this type of pollution. Now, here in the book it is written that there should be shifted, but where there is open space, there is no open space. Okay, now all the spaces are filled up. Now, loudspeakers should be played at low volume during marriages and other social functions, and it should not be allowed to use in the night. Okay, this thing I can agree that whenever in any occasion is there, we should play the music system at a low volume, and during the night time we should stop it, because it disturbs the sleep of some other people, some old age people, some children and some other persons also. Okay, and trees should be planted this is a very important point. Trees should be planted along the roads and around building to reduce the noise pollution and so area. Now you have seen in the bypass also that there is a gap in the middle of both the bypass, on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So these gaps are filled with the trees, because number one thing, the trees will absorb the noise pollution, okay, the noise coming from the sound. It help to reduce to some extent, number one. Number two, that it will reduce the air pollution also. Okay, so these are the measures to control the noise pollution, but I assure you that we are not following any of these norms. If two boys are driving the bike, and if you say them that don't blow the horn, they will argue with us. Okay, I will blow, what you will do? Blow. Then I will fight with them? No, it is not possible. Okay, so we should have a civic sense that we should not create or do anything which create disturbance to our neighbors, to our surrounding, or to any other old people, child, diseased people, and so things. Okay, now if you are hearing the sound at a low at a high volume, then obviously you will have a disease, okay, that is called deaf. Okay, deafness will be there, and everyone will call you behra. Okay, you know, deaf means behra. So we should always listen to the music system, to the television at a very low volume, and we are habituated of using the headphone continuously while using the phone. Now it is also very bad thing, because it will hamper your brain as well as your ears also. Now I am teaching you, but I am also holding my headphone, because it will create a very good sound, but I am not wearing every time. Whenever I am taking the class, at that time I am only wearing the headphone. But there are many boys and girls who are habituated of wearing the headphone every time when they are playing the games, when they are listening the sound of the any movies, or if they are hearing anything in the phone. Now very bad thing. So I request you to leave these habits. Okay, these are not good for your ears, and as well for your brains also. Okay, so I hope you have understood whatever I want to explain. Okay, now already you got that there will be 20 marks oral from 21st September exam, midterm exam. There will be assignment of 40 marks, and there will be Google Classroom question paper MCQ just like PT1 of 20 marks. Now I am again repeating you that in Google Classroom you will send only the answer of one page, okay, in maths as well as in science. Okay, you will not copy any question either in maths or science. You write all the answer in one page and you will simple send it. Okay, you will not copy any question either in maths or in science, whether it is MCQ or whether it is a solution. You will send us only the answers. Okay, now I don't think that you have a problem in your syllabus. Already I had discussed, and Suparna Miss and Mojana Miss had discussed about the syllabus of the science, what chapter are coming and what is not coming. Now again I am telling, the chapter which is coming in the assignment will not come in the MCQ, means Google Classroom, as well as in the oral exam. Okay, so you will learn only the chapter which is coming in the Google Classroom as well as in the oral exam, and for assignment you will write only the answers. Again I am telling, in all the subjects, especially in the maths and science, we will send the assignment to you, okay, in WhatsApp. So you will write only the answers. You will not copy any question. Okay, in one page you will write only the answer. Suppose this is one page, and you will write only the answer by giving the proper number. Okay, you will not copy anything. No question you should copy, and you should write neat and clearly. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3, and so, and you can take the help from your book also. Okay, so I hope that you have understood the chapter sound. Okay, I am following the SN book. It is very good and nicely explained, but I am not following the NCERT book. You can go through the NCERT book, no problem, but whatever question I have given is directly from the NCERT book, no problem. And if you are having problem in assignment in any question, you can send me directly to my WhatsApp number. Okay, So I hope this is cleared, and regarding all the syllabus is cleared regarding maths as well as regarding science. Okay, so we'll meet next week with Google Meet. Okay, so again I am telling, I will only allow those students who will enter by their names only. Okay, and I will give you only 5 minutes time to enter. Okay, so I want to conclude my class. Okay.